Hey there, good afternoon. I wanted to share some findings that I had that were, a little disheartening. I had to give a client disappointing news and I had to turn away a case. And, it basically came down to a situation where that client was not eligible for the kind of relief that they were seeking. It was in regards to an offense that happened 10 or 11 years ago. And the way the state law has changed is that, one, you have to be placed on deferred community supervision. In other words, some sort of deferred adjudication, and not just a straight probation. And more importantly, you have to successfully complete it. And then finally, you have to have no other offenses beyond basically Class C misdemeanor traffic fines that would occur for the 5 years after the completion of your probated sentence. So let's play this out. 11 years ago, potential client gets in trouble for Class B misdemeanor, then successfully completes 2 years. So now we're at 9 years from today. Then they need to wait another 5 years of absolutely nothing but maybe a speeding ticket to be eligible at that time to bring a motion for nondisclosure. Well, this person had bad luck, another little brush with the law, not that that's insignificant, but because it occurred within that 5-year waiting period, that the way the statute's written right now, that statute is harsh, and it will prevent that person from ever being able to obtain an order of non-disclosure to clean up their record. So they're always going to be faced with a situation where there's going to be a job application and they're going to have to answer some hard questions. And maybe that's the way it ought to be, but or maybe that's not fair. It's not my job to say. It's the legislature and their wisdom that have created these rules, and they're there for a reason. They're there to make sure that repeat offenders, multiple offenders, don't get their records cleaned up because they want to make sure that the candidates who need to be off the streets ought to be off the streets and should have their sentences enhanced appropriately. On the other hand, for somebody who's been clean for a very long time but had subsequent incidents within 5 to 7 years of each other, it's going to prevent them from, having opportunities in their life, and that's unfortunate, but that's just the way it is. So again, when you're afforded an opportunity for community supervision, deferred adjudication, deferred community supervision, don't waste it, and learn your lesson. Learn the lesson. Get on the straight and narrow. You got to be on the straight and narrow to complete your deferred. And to complete your community supervision, stay on the straight and narrow so you'll be eligible for a non-disclosure. Have a wonderful day.